Wow, I think I just accidentally hyperventilated.
I frequent the men's bathrooms in East Quad.
RC Players is the goofiest mixture of people. Can we start over?
One time in class, I hyperventilated until I passed out just to see what would happen. I passed out.
What's RC Players? What is this recording?
Yes. This has been recording for over a minute now.
What's RC Players?
A family. No, it's a theater group run out of the residential college. It's mostly pretty much all student run.
Yeah, students do everything. There are like very few adults involved. And I mean, we're technically adults. In like the chronological sense. Sure.
It's a theater group for those who are non-theater majors or theater majors who just want to get involved in a more relaxed kind of way.
But there's like opportunities to do like everything, like you can act or like produce or direct or write or stage manage or like do any roles in theater.
There are people who range different majors and minors, and like you can just find homework help too.
But you don't have to be in the RC to be in this lovely.
Anyone
Message
can audition
thing.
for any of our shows.
I first got involved in RC Players by going to a mass meeting my freshman year, first semester. Everybody in my hall was going to it, so I was like, fine, I'll go too. It was the best thing I've ever done, and they gave me free pizza. So.
My junior year for fall semester, they sent out a email with an audition notice for Rocky Horror Picture Show, a shadow cast.
How did I get involved with RC Players? Well, I did theater all throughout high school, and some may say that makes me a geek, but or a nerd, or a nerd,
Or a loser.
or a loser.
A few days later, I got the cast list saying that I was Janet Weiss, and I freaked the out and ran around my house screaming. And that basically been a part of RC Players ever since.
RCP does approximately 4 shows per semester. There's the EOS show.
Evening of Scenes.
How do I put this? I was stupid. I was stupid like a stupid idiot.
We got a triple coupon, and I hear there's a Peely on the ear hair trim with a lamp extension. I think we should go for some WIB deals and pick up some cues from the blinkies along the way. I guess.
So, how do you ladies all know each other?
We're all goddesses.
Hestia, I will beat you to a sea monster!
We're all goddesses.
At the beginning of this semester, we do 2 nights where we have like 5 or 6 short shows that are like 10-15 minutes each.
And they're very funny. We aim to please, we aim to be comedic.
It's a 2-week kind of flung-in process. The auditions are some of the most fun I've ever had. So you just go and it's a quick little comedy diddly.
We specialize in weird. We minor in sexual.
It's a really great way to get a taste of what RC Players is really about.
Anybody can submit something, and then we all read them all out loud in a meeting with the board, and then pick our favorites that we think complement each other really well.
It is a bunch of fun. We have had everything from foul-mouthed leprechauns to one of our people playing Paula Deen and eating a stick of butter on stage.
I played one of the bitchy moms in the bitchy mom squad.
The waiter that has to serve a bunch of goddesses.
Mr. Monopoly, capitalism incarnate.
I got to hit Andrew Garten in the face and put a tampon up my nose.
It's a great way to meet like a small group of people at one time, but then branch off into a larger group of people.
And then we do a 24-hour theater thing. That's the best. Where like
What's that called?
Red Eye.
Are you telling me that I've wasted years as a spy and now we don't even qualify for nationals?
Oh, honey.
Red Eye is a 24-hour theater experience, and it is the experience of a lifetime.
We get a bunch of actors, we lock them in the keen from like 8 p.m. one day till like 8 p.m. the next day. We get a bunch of writers, we lock them in a classroom from like 8 p.m. to 8 a.m.
What happens is you spend like 12 hours bonding. It's really a Stockholm-esque relationship with the Keen Theater, where they feed you a lot, which is lovely, but then you play improv games, and then all of a sudden, magically, you're being handed a script.
There are 2 sketches, and there are 2 groups of writers, and they each write a sketch, and then they cast it. And you get, if you're an actor, you get your script at like 8 in the morning after playing improv games all night. So you're basically playing an all-nighter with a bunch of people that you may or may not know. And then you rehearse all day long until 8 p.m. the night of the performance, and then you put it on whether or not anyone knows their lines.
And they managed to do like a whole show in the span of 24 hours. It's scary and kind of worrisome that we put our actors through this, actually. It's not healthy, but it's amazing and it's really fun.
I've seen the show. The show's really good.
Oh, they're super weird and it's awesome.
It's kind of a chance to not only have a character written to you, which was a really cool experience. I don't know how many undergraduates, let alone how many like women's studies, college students get to say that they've had a character written for them. But it's a lot of fun. I think it's the most bonded cast of any show.
I've played someone from a nudist colony.
I was this, I don't remember her name because she had 5.
It was Matilda.
Well, that was her nickname.
Yeah.
Her nickname was Matilda, and basically it was Matilda Tamponi III.
Amelia Corin Crasti Venus Archibald Tamponi III.
I told myself, Matilda.
What other roles have you played in Red Eye?
I played Barbara Streisand.
Like a spy from an unspecified Eastern European country.
Oh, when you were skating.
Yeah, when I was ice skating. Yeah, during Red Eye. It was great. I fell in love with a gourd who I thought was Al Gore, but it wasn't. It was
then you
a
fell in
gourd.
love.
And then I fell in love with it.
It's a classic
It was
love story.
amazing.
Almost a trope at this point. Woman meets squash. Squash gets assassinated.
I was the 3rd best medium in all of Long Island, named Donatella DeGuido, who communicates with the dead by jerking off a dildo.
I would encourage everyone to try out. We have producers, stage managers, writers, directors, actors, or come see it as an audience member, because without the audience, we are nothing.
We do both student written and professionally written full lengths.
It's a very traditional kind of full-length feeling where you do have rehearsals at a pretty consistent pace throughout the week, but it's again all student run, so it's catered a lot to your schedule and to like what your capacity is. It also is lovely because it has a feeling of really working with peers instead of a lot of the intimidation that a lot of classical theater can have, which was a big pull to me.
We do a lot of student-written stuff.
Yeah, which is awesome. Like,
which is so cool.
Yeah.
Because I didn't actually know that you could be under 40 and write a play.
You can.
Last semester we did 2 professionally written dramatic full lengths, and the semester before that we did 1 student written and 1 professionally written full length. So there's a lot of variety. Sometimes we do comedy, sometimes drama.
Honestly, if you're an undergraduate who has taken the time to write a full-length play, you can submit it to RCP and actually get it produced fully from start to finish, which I think is incredible to have as an experience as an undergrad.
I felt very supported by the group. I felt like they believed in me, not only as a playwright, but as a first-time director. They gave me the encouragement to be able to put on something that I never considered that I'd be able to do, and then put it on well.
No, one of my favorite shows I've ever seen professionally or in non-professionally like us is called Breaking News.
I was police officer number 6, so remember that?
You should put that on like a resume.
I do. Yeah.
Or on like, I don't know, like a tattoo or something.
Oh no,
Either way, it was a full length, it was like a dark comedy, and to date is one of my favorite things I've ever seen go up.
I got to play this character Leon, which was really, really cool because it was one of the first roles that I played that wasn't comedic. And it was a comedy, but I had a very dramatic role. He was this like emotionally disturbed terrorist He had like a very hard life, and it was just really interesting for me to play something that wasn't just an 8-year-old. On that note, second favorite character I played was an 8-year-old.
Last semester I was in A View from the Bridge, which is an Arthur Miller like classic play, but it was directed by a student, and so he was able to take whatever creative liberties, within reason, to put it and make it his own.
RCP shows are all in the Kane Theater in the basement of East Quad, and though we complain about the Kane a lot,
it's awful.
I feel like it's more of a conceptual theater than an actual theater.
It's like that drunk uncle that like you have to let him hug you, but you always feel a little uncomfortable when he does, and like...
I came from a high school where we didn't have a stage, so the Keen is an upgrade in my eyes.
I don't want to speak too loudly because it's like right beneath me and it might hear, but...
I want to burn it to the ground.
it's nice to have a central location.
Varsity Players is literally as time intensive or as not time intensive as you want it to be. If you want to be like a general board member, you come to a meeting Tuesdays, 9:30 in the green room, right in East Quad. I'm pointing at it, can't see it because you're not in the frame. That's the green room. We live there. It's fun. You go there Tuesdays at 9:30.
Join our interest groups. We have a lot of them.
Hello, I'm Katrina and I teach RCP Improv. Improv is the art of making up. So what we do is we're like, 15 cool cats, depending on the week, and we come and we play a bunch of improv games like Whose Line Is It Anyway, and we make up skits and scenes and make up and laugh and dig around, and it's a great time if you've never done improv before to learn.
Improv was actually the very first thing I did in RCP. You don't have to stay for the full time. You don't have to participate if you don't want to. It's just a lot of fun.
It's Thursdays, every Thursday at 9:30, right here in the green room.
Literally, you can do as much or as little as you want, and no matter what